realize, you're charismatic. You realize you have a way with words and a way with people.
Yeah.
Some people, power corrupts.
True.
Right? So some
True.
people, they're not necessarily made that way. I suppose so. You could argue that society then, by bending to their charms, made them.
Yeah.
It made them so bad. And yeah, of course, some people get hurt and then decide, well, I'm never going to care again. You know what I mean? Like, this heart's closed for business now.
Yeah.
It's, hit them and quit them now.
Yeah.
Because this hurts so fucking much. I never want to feel this way again. And you can sympathize with that until they start inflicting that same hurt on other people.
And at what point do you like have one victim, two victim, three victim pass? Like, at what point?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can sympathize with the, like, I'm never gonna fucking get into anything serious again because this hurts too much.
Yeah.
Until the very first one, until they hurt somebody the way that they've been hurt.
Yeah.
And that is now how fuckboys breed.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you what's the female version of a fuckboy.
Yeah.
A bad bitch.
Yes. Yeah,
Right?
that deserves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. That is the DJ Joe exclusive right there. The female version of the fuckboy is a bad bitch. I actually think perhaps maybe this makes sense somewhere else, but you heard it here first. Okay,
No,
but I want to ask you, but let me ask
because
you.
what it is, it's like fuckboys make bad bitches and bad bitches make fuckboys, right?
True.
Bad bitches only come about because they've been hurt, so they're like, fuck this shit.
That's
I'm
right.
just gonna be a boss ass bitch.
Yeah.
Take care of myself, my girls.
But it's a
and then
false
they fuck up
confidence.
some nice guy that
And
wants.
becomes a fuckboy and the cycle continues.
That's how they breed, bruh.
And I guess you know who you are out there if you're listening. Okay, so my question that I want to ask you, that I've always been curious about, is, but these fuckboys and bad bitches stay winning.
Because I've got a very good answer for that.
Why?
Because we celebrate them.
What?
As much as we hate these people.
Right.
And believe me, good even though maybe I was one or whatever, and you always spot them and you fucking hate them when you see them. They're difficult to spot them, as we just discussed. We celebrate it through social media, through just popular culture. You want to be a boss ass nigga. You want to be a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like you want to stay winning, and that's a fuckboy lifestyle is by nature self-serving.
Yeah.
So you never have to give anything away. It's a hoarder mentality. You know what I mean?
True.
So you think they stay winning, but I mean, it's gloss on a piece of shit. You know?
Polishing a turd.
Polishing a turd, exactly. Yeah. Like, you and what it is that it's also, have you, like, I'm sure you've heard about the mentality of like social media, how it affects people, like it like causes a lot of depression in people.
Yeah.
Because you look at a cultivated version of somebody's life, right? Like my Facebook feed isn't my fucking life.
Right.
It's the best.
You're not always on beaches.
Well, I live in Miami.
So I'm like, it's the way it is. Right, okay,
but I'm not, but like my photos are all I don't take photos of working. You know what I mean? I take photos of holiday.
True.
Right? So life looks better on Facebook, better on Instagram.
Better.
So and then we celebrate that. You know what I mean? We and inside a little bit we want that, we covet it. You know what I mean? And yeah, we hate bad bitches and fuckboys, but we secretly, we want to beat them.
We want to beat them. Stuff like that. I think one of the most upsetting things that I've ever heard, said to me was, I had a friend of mine back in the day who was always confused that all my homies were fuckboys, but I wasn't. And she never understood it. But this is before I was turned, right?
I don't know about it.
This is before I was turned. Wait. And so she said to me, the real reason why you hang out with these guys is because secretly you want to beat them and you envy them. And it took me, I walked off from that conversation, and I never spoke to her for like a good 6
Wait, did you
months.
recognize their fuckboy?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah?
Straight up. And I never used to say anything about them because I'd be like, hey, bro, where am I to judge? You do you win, whatever. So maybe karma's going to catch up with you or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, for her to say that, I secretly wanted to be like them, it was not true.
But you know what? Like, they present themselves as cool, right? That's
No,
not...
what I admired about them was their ability to wake up in the morning like nothing happened. Like
just walk off.
Yeah, just. I mean,
shake it off. But I wouldn't admire that. You see, that's downright disgusting. Like,
it is disgusting, but like, how do you do it?
How do you do it? But see, that's not admirable. But another thing, you just remind me when I said like they present themselves as cool.
Yeah,
that's another way to spot a fuckboy. Somebody who, like, I mean, we're grown men now. Yeah. We understand that being cool is essentially being yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, the coolest people I think in my life are fucking dorks, really, if you classify them by a meter of coolness.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I love that shit. I love people that are just honest and friendly and approachable and whatnot and so forth. But, like, a fuckboy signifier is some guy that does all the right things that popular culture dictates to be cool at that moment.
So, like, to dab.
To be wearing that Yeezy Season 3 rubbish, to be, you know...
To roll up your ankle, to roll up your cuff so that your
sometimes it gets
showing. Okay, so why is there such a rise of fuckboys? And bad bitches?
And bad bitches. Instagram. Instagram ruined everything.
Instagram and Snapchat.
And it's my favorite, bro. I love Instagram so much.
Instagram is so crazy. No,
but I'm a visual person, so, you know.
I mean, most guys are visual.
No, I mean, I'm an artist, you motherfucker.
Oh, right. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Right. No, but seriously, on a serious note, what do you think there's such a rise of fuckboys and bad bitches?
I think people are living longer, and as a result staying young longer, and as a result not needing to be in a relationship as soon.
What fountain of youth do you talk of?
No,
not everybody's born with Pharrell genes.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but legit, like, I mean, when did your parents get married? How old is your dad?
23, 20.
How old are you?
27, 28.
Okay, there you go. Right? Like, and that's not a...
Yeah, that's because the economy is different, guys.
So you're talking it's a financial situation?
No, as in, like, so it was actually much more feasible to be married younger back then because you could afford it. You could buy a house. You could, you could get a
my brother,
and all that other stuff.
My brother, and a bit of this, I don't know if he'll be. I hope he's comfortable with me saying this to him.
He doesn't have a choice now.
He doesn't have a choice now. But he told me that, like, he just passed 30.
Yeah.
And he was like, being 30 is like, because I'm approaching. I'm 27, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's it like? I'm scared, yo. I don't want to pass that barrier. Yeah. He's like, bruh, it's great. Because you're making grown man money, but you still get to live the same life. You know what I mean?
That is not a DJ joke. I'm not joking.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like,
right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so now we're in our 30s and we're still in relationships and not getting married, whereas beforehand, the marker was 30 is now the start of your married life. So if we're staying in a stage of youth longer, but becoming but still growing, still becoming more independent.
Yeah.
And there's just less reason to be in a relationship.
True.
Right? Yeah. Because you can do it on your own.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard, but you can do it on your own. But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing because now, I mean, it has sprung this hookup culture.
Yeah,
of course, because people suddenly scratch that itch.
Yeah.
But hopefully, it means that now the relationships that people do get into are
stronger.
And deeper, right? Because now you're like, well, the only reason I'm giving up the single life...
Yeah, it's because I want true companionship.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I honestly feel strongly the same way. I often say on this podcast that relationships these days should be at their strongest because you really don't need anyone in your life, right? If you want friends, you've got social media. If you want sex, you've got Tinder. If you want a movie night, you've got Netflix. You really don't need to be with anyone. So if you're gonna give all of that away and give up all of that for someone, that means you really want to do it.
And that goes true not just for romantic relationships, right?
Yeah.
Because as you say, like if you want friends, you got Facebook. Like I can, like sometimes when I'm heavy deep in a
WhatsApp,
heavy deep in a project, sometimes my only connection with the outside world will be social media.
That's right.
Right, and I'll be for like a week at a time when I'm really entrenched in my work.
Right.
And I mean, it's not the same, but it does help. It does help.
It does help a lot. I mean, it's only taken us 40 minutes to get to some depth, but you know.
that's because the fuckboy lifestyle has no depth.
It does, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just stop it, guys.
Just stop it. I think my reason for why there's such a rise is almost similar to yours. And instead, it's taken more on the relationship angle, which is, I think there was a time when society valued relationship as the center of life. Like your whole life is geared and catered towards being in a relationship, starting a family, and being that person. And then, you know, we became more independent. You know, we became more career focused. We became more goal orientated. That we started to push that further into the distance. And so, as a result, because you are now more trained to be by yourself, it is now considerably harder to actually think of anyone else, because you are so, in parentheses, selfish. When you actually now have to think about someone else outside of yourself, it's like, but why? And one of the most common grievances a person has in the early stages of a relationship is that loss of the ability to just do whatever you want. It is such a big adjustment. Like,
you know, I'll tell you what my grievance is.
Yeah.
I'm in a very happy, wonderful, fucking amazing relationship. I gotta wait to watch my shows, bro. Because we watch our shows together now.
Yeah.
So if I watch an episode of Game of Thrones before her, and same true, if she did it to me, I'd be pissed.
Right? Yeah. But you see, and I think people are no longer good at being in relationships because that pull of just being able to do what you want.
But I'll tell you what, man.
It's so strong.
I'll tell you what. You find the right person.
Yeah.
Not a fuckboy, not a bad bitch. Just an honest person who cares about themselves and cares about you and cares about going together. And I'm telling you, man, it's like somebody shines a light and you never even realize you're in the fucking dark. It's amazing.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Yo, put that on a t-shirt. This guy stays with it with the t-shirt comments, man. That is so dope. So, like, you know, we've got 2 minutes left. Very quickly. So, how do you fend off the fuckery? Like,
how do you fend off fuckboys?
How do you?
Just don't give in to their games, man. As soon as you realize, as we said, that they seem to be getting more out of this than you do, or just somebody with, I mean, you know, I think people have some people have really bad radar, some people have really good radar. You know, ask your friends, what do you think about this guy? What do you think about this girl? Listen to the comments, say honesty. Tell me honesty.
Right.
Don't just tell me because you like me.
Right.
And just be aware. Stay woke, son.
Stay woke, son. Now, what I'm going to say is going to tick you off because you're not going to have any time to respond, but I think that a big part of being able to fend off fuckboys is delaying sexual gratification. And I think that...
Bullshit!
No, I'm serious.
Oh, wait, in a relationship...
No, before you actually... Because here's the thing, right? For a guy, once you have sex with the person, your whole idea of them changes. And sometimes
That's
it can change for the worse.
That's not true.
Come on, guy. We've got 42 seconds.
And we'll do a part 2.
Oh, my God.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
It is so true. Listen.
I know a lot of good relationships that have
We've got 30 seconds. You
that
can't
started
believe this.
physical and ended up emotional.
Those are the exceptions and not the norm.
I just said a lot, bro.
Guy, this is not honestly happening with 22 seconds left.
Let's just do it part 2.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for part 2 going on. And I knew it. You know what I was thinking about? I was like, as soon as I say this, man is going to be triggered. This is bullshit. All right, anyway, so thank you for listening, guys. And hopefully you join us for part 2. And we're out.